Get ready for a glimpse into the heart of a singer-songwriter, where the journey matters as much as the music. Let's uncover the heart behind the art.
Hey everyone, my name is Rob Aguiar and this is a glimpse into the heart of a singer-songwriter interview series. Today we're in conversation with GTA country artist Mackenzie Leigh Meyer. She's the CMA Ontario Roots Artist of the Year who has been getting industry nods for her unique style and enchanting vocals since the May 2018 release of her debut EP, Dive Bar Diva. Whether it's her velvety vocals or unapologetic lyrics, when Mackenzie Leigh Meyer sings, people listen. Thank you so much for taking the time to add your heart to this interview series. I'm looking forward to getting to know you, picking your brain a little bit about the role of emotion and vulnerability in your artistry, your songwriting processes, and your journey as a whole. All right, Mackenzie, let's jump right in. Country music often connects deeply with its listeners through emotional honesty. What role does vulnerability play in your songwriting? How do you navigate being vulnerable in your lyrics while maintaining your personal boundaries?
Well, being vulnerable for sure plays a massive role in my writing. I think it's one of the things that creates uniqueness in art, and if you're not being authentic or vulnerable, then I'm not really sure what you're offering music that hasn't already been done. And it is sometimes challenging to maintain personal boundaries on something like that because you want to tell your stories authentically without saying too much per se. But I would definitely rather toe the line of being saying too much than saying nothing at all and just bringing out product that means nothing to no one. So yeah, I guess I would say vulnerability plays a huge role.
Beyond life experiences, are there specific artists or books or even places that have significantly influenced your songwriting? Can you provide an example where a particular song was shaped by one of these outside influences?
I think as a songwriter, we are always listening to stuff that's coming out on the radio, and if not intentionally absorbing, we're always quietly absorbing kind of everything that's coming into our radar and what we like and what we don't like. And but for me specifically, I definitely hear a lot of Casey Musgraves in my own writing. She is my all-time favorite artist. I listen to her music a lot and over again, and I can really hear that being absorbed through what I do. And specifically, I guess, for sure, I hear stuff in some of my harmonic decisions in writing. I have a song coming out called In Love with a Loser that in the music world we would say is spicy harmonically, but is also old country leaning, a lot like some of the stuff that Casey does, particularly in her first album. And that's stuff for me for sure that I never would have maybe produced myself if I had not listened to her music, particularly because her lyrics are quite, spicy is not the right word, but they're definitely cutting edge a bit. And hearing stuff like that come out in country radio definitely gave me at least the courage to be a bit more blunt with what I was saying.
Perhaps putting some of your own music, songwriting on hold or on the back burner for a bit. You've been incredibly busy recently, touring with Robin Ottolini's band, and you even went out on Shania Twain's tour, if I'm not mistaken. What I can tell from all the social media posts is that there seems to be a really strong sense of networking and support amongst female artists in the country genre. Have any of these moments influenced your growth as an artist, and were there any new ideas or directions that were sparked while out on the road together?
Yeah, I would say that I put my own stuff on the back burner for a little bit when I joined Robin's band. So worth it though, because I have loved doing that since the day I got that gig. She's showed me and taught me a lot of cool things about the industry, and there is a lot of female camaraderie in the scene we have here, and I think working with Robin is such a loud representation of that because she is such a big supporter of female art and female creativity. I was hired for that band because she was hoping to have more females on her team, and she cares a lot about that representation. And it's funny, I can't really think of one specific moment where I've noticed her influence grow me as an artist, but just, I think, being in the presence of her and watching her create art and watching her, do everything that the music industry kind of Has You Do has just been such a great learning experience for me as an artist who's under that tier but wants to be at that tier. And you know, it's no secret that she's so good at writing and all the other components that make, you know, presenting music to the world good. And it's been great just to kind of absorb so many different things from her and see what works and try and kind of, you know, incorporate that in my own art and performance.
Speaking of female artists supporting one another, Mackenzie, you and I met each other officially for the first time at Nicole Ray's Harmonia Fest this past summer. You weren't officially listed on the lineup, but as far as I know, you were there just to support the other artists. I had the opportunity to chat with so many of you guys about the unique challenges that female artists face in country music. Together, you're all uniting to push the boundaries in this male-dominated genre. It's really inspiring. You've been doing this for a long time, and you must have developed a personal perspective on the industry. Do you see the role of women in country music evolving, and how do you think women are reshaping that narrative?
Yes, we did get to finally meet this summer, which was so nice because I feel like I know so many people from just online and I never get to actually see them. And so getting to cross that barrier with you was awesome. And yes, at no better place than Nicole's Harmonia Fest, which is a festival that celebrates women in music and creates opportunities for them. And we did talk a lot about kind of some of the struggles for women in the industry that way. And you know, I think there's been a lot of change in the industry. You can really see a push towards creating opportunities for women. But I think any woman will tell you still that a little bit more work needs to be done, particularly with festival lineups and other things where you see that we now have high grossing, high ticket selling females who are still not always getting the opportunities to perform in the same way that men of the same tier are. But it's definitely reshaping. You know, I think people are paying attention to it now, and I think now that people are starting to care, that change will happen. And I look forward to seeing in the span of my career kind of what happens with that narrative.
Okay, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about a specific song of yours, please. Can you please share one of your songs, either released or unreleased, where you feel the lyrics hold a particularly deep and personal meaning for you? What makes it so special, and what's the story behind it?
You know what? I am doing a brand shift really soon, so I don't want to give away anything that I haven't released yet. But of the tunes I've released, I think my song Barbie Doll holds a pretty special meaning to me, particularly with deep lyrics. And you know, it's special to me because I feel strongly about being a female in the way that no one should be held to a certain standard, and I feel like women are held to, you should be beautiful and small and, you know, quiet in the same way that men aren't always held to that standard. And, you know, men are held to standards like being strong and, you know, powerful, and I feel like they shouldn't be held to that either. But the story behind it does come out of being, I guess, pigeonholed in a way where people are expecting me to act a certain way because of my gender, and I've, you know, never supported that narrative by any means. I think people should get to be however they want. So to be able to kind of put together words and song that I'm proud of to kind of represent that meaning to me was really cool. You know, all my other songs are kind of these like love songs sort of, or like experiences in love that are either bad or good. And it was nice to write something about not that, but also something that matters, I think. So yeah, that one I would say has the, you know, most significant meaning to me out of the
porch needs painting and the car won't start. None of this is gonna fix itself. The dishes need doing and the laundry ain't done. Dinner needs a cooking and the cooking ain't fun. Thinking through it all seems like hell. Thank God I got me a house husband. All the dirty work to do, he does it. They say with a man like the grass is greener, especially how my hubby Bobby runs the sprinkler. I've done it, played the lotto, and you know I won it. Oh, 'cause when I had enough, I get to just put my feet up. I love it. Thank God I got me a house husband. Well, he looks real good with a hammer in hand. Ladies, if I know you understand. But handsome can't get done, handy can. And if he gets a little cranky and he's feeling kinda down, a little hanky-panky usually turns it all around. When you got a house husband, all the dirty work to do, he does it. They say with a man like the grass is greener, especially how my hubby Bobby runs the sprinkler. I've done it, played the lotto, and you know I won it. Oh, 'cause when I had enough, I get to just put my feet up. I love it. Thank God I got me a house husband. Could you imagine how much all this work would cost me? But I got a house husband, all the dirty work to do, he does it. They say with the man that the grass is greener, especially how my man Candy runs the sprinkler. I've done it, played the lotto, and you know I won it. Oh, 'cause when I had enough, I get to just put my feet up. I love it. Oh, when I had enough, I get to just put my feet up. I love it. Thank God I got me a house husband. Thank God I got me a house husband.
Wow, Mackenzie, that was amazing. Listen, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the Glimpse family. Thank you for adding your voice to this interview series. It has been my pleasure to share a glimpse into your heart as a singer-songwriter. Thank you.
That's it for this segment of Glimpse into the Heart of a Singer-Songwriter. A big thanks to our sponsors and supporters for their generosity. Support the music. Like, share, and subscribe for more incredible interviews coming soon.